What do a Miami plastic surgeon and 10 Canadian businesses have in common? They all appear to be in the same network of businesses receiving fake Google reviews. Hi, I'm Kay Dean, and this is Fake Review Watch. Google is absolutely polluted with fake reviews. I've seen businesses trading for and purchasing fake Google reviews on Facebook. I've seen Bangladeshis posting fake Google reviews for 83 cents each. And I've found online marketers who provide fake review services for their business clients. And today I'm going to show you a fake review network that extends from Florida to California to Canada. I recently produced 2 videos on Miami plastic surgeon Adam Rubenstein. In the first video, I used this spreadsheet to argue that dozens of Dr. Rubenstein's Google reviews were fake because of the amount of overlap in the businesses reviewed by many of his reviewers. I believe that all of the businesses on this spreadsheet are receiving fake reviews, probably from the same online marketer. And today I want to highlight the Canadian business angle. There are 3 on the spreadsheet: Pizza Rustica, Lux Limousine Services, and the Lace Wig Store, all in Ontario. As I investigated further, I discovered 10 Ontario businesses who all appeared to be part of this same network. I assembled another spreadsheet, this time using the Lace Wig Store to illustrate my findings. The Lace Wigs Store, with locations in Vaughan and Pickering, Ontario, has over 200 Google reviews. I plotted 120 of them on the following spreadsheet. Across the top of this spreadsheet are 120 Google reviewers of the Lace Wig Store. Down the left side are 62 US and Canadian businesses that have also been reviewed by these Google profiles. What's immediately suspicious is the amount of overlap in the businesses reviewed by these reviewers. Particularly disturbing is that nearly half of the US businesses on this spreadsheet are in the medical and dental fields. In fact, there's our friend Dr. Rubenstein in Miami. But today I want to highlight the Canadian businesses. They're the ones in red text. If we scroll to the right, we see that 71 of these 120 Lace Wig Store patrons have all tried Pizza Rustica in Toronto. If you think that's credible, what about the fact that 76 have used an ADT security franchise somewhere in the US? Or that 72 have used a US True Green lawn care franchise? In fact, 31 Lace Wigs customers have all reviewed Pizza Rustica, ADT Security, and True Green Lawn Care. What are the odds of all those being legitimate reviews? Also surprising is that 14 Lace Wigs customers use the same pain center in North Carolina. 12 use the same pediatric group in Florida. By the way, 24 Lace Wigs customers have all been to Pizza Rustica and used Lux Limousine Service in Hampton, Ontario. And 5 of those people all head down to Michigan to use the same dental group. Folks, none of this is believable. In fact, most, if not all, the Google profiles across the top of this spreadsheet are probably not even real people at all. Likely they are just names created by an online marketer. This spreadsheet, just a tiny piece of the Google review world, gives you an idea of how unreliable Google is for trustworthy reviews. Consumers often believe that detailed reviews must be real. But that's not always the case. Businesses who are faking often write their own reviews and send them to their review trading partners or people they've hired to post the reviews for them. Let me show you just a few of the reviews for the Lace Wig Store. Here are 2 Google reviews for the Lace Wig Store from 2 years ago by Audrey Segura and Sally Rojas. Both of these profiles are on our spreadsheet. The thing to note here is that the text of these 2 reviews are exactly the same. Most likely the online marketer erred and posted the same review for 2 different profiles. There are at least 2 other instances of duplicate reviews under different names for the Lace Wig Store. Some of the people that wig stores cater to are cancer patients. Look at this heart-rendering review from Sasha Bryan. She says, "Cancer beat me, and I know I may be passing soon. I never felt beautiful. Cancer hit, and it amplified my anxiety and depression." She continues, "This thing I bought called a wig from a person that I feel so blessed to have met gives me hope. She spoke to me as though I wasn't sick and wasn't in a wheelchair due to my feeding tubes. This young lady at this wig store was the answer to my prayers." Now, let's examine Sasha Bryan's review history. Looking at her spreadsheet, we see that Sasha Bryan has reviewed 7 businesses in common with other profiles. She's one of the 76 Lace Wigs customers who have reviewed an American ADT security franchise. She's one of the 72 who have reviewed an American True Green Lawn Care franchise. She's one of the 31 who have reviewed the same dental group in Michigan. She has also reviewed a North Carolina pain clinic, a Texas dentist, and a Texas endodontist, all in common with other Lace Wigs reviewers. Now, given that information, do you believe her teary-eyed review of the Lace Wig store is legitimate? I don't. And I find fraudulent reviews like this one that prey on desperate cancer patients to be despicable. Let's look at one more review for the Lace Wig store. It's March 6, 2021, and we're on the Google page for Christy Hutcherson. Here's her review from 3 years ago for the Lace Wig store, which again touches on the cancer theme. Christy says she conquered stomach cancer, but experienced hair loss. She goes on to laud the wonderful support from the Lace Wig store. I want to point out other businesses that are on our spreadsheet that she's reviewed. She's one of the many Lace Wigs customers who have reviewed ADT Security and True Green. These 2 franchises are both in West Virginia. Christy has also reviewed 2 other ADT security franchises, by the way. Up here in Ohio is Awesome Family Entertainment. She's used Urban Balance Counseling Service in Chicago. I guess her kids go to Lil Einstein Learning Academy in Maryland. She's used Wake, Spine, and Pain in North Carolina, as well as Sunrise Fence over here. And she's used this tutoring franchise in Jacksonville. Remember, all of these businesses I just pointed out are used in common by multiple customers of the Lace Wig store in Ontario, if you believe these Google reviews. Surveys show that consumers today rely heavily on online reviews. Think about the honest competitors who have lost out to these businesses who are faking, and how many customers have been duped by the fake reviews just on our spreadsheet. Let's go back to the spreadsheet one more time. I want to point out something else. We'll scroll down now to another Toronto area business, Freitas Contracting in Vaughan. 11 of the Lace Wig store's patrons have reviewed Freitas, but let's take a closer look. Freitas Contracting's Google page shows 52 reviews and a 5-star rating as of March 5th, 2021. I've plotted 46 of Freitas Contracting's Google reviewers on this spreadsheet. You've already seen the 11 Google profiles on the left in blue because they had also reviewed the Lace Wig store. The 35 profiles in black to the right, however, reviewed Freitas, but did not review Lace Wigs. Look at the businesses down the left. They're all familiar because they were all on the previous spreadsheet. Once again, notice the tremendous overlap in businesses reviewed by the Google reviewers in black. 27 of Freitas Contracting's customers also reviewed True Green. 27 reviewed ADT Security. 21 reviewed Pizza Rustica, and so on. This shows that there are many more Google profiles involved in this network. I found 35 new ones here by examining a second business, Freitas Contracting. These 35 haven't reviewed the Lace Wig store, but they're reviewing other businesses in common. If I look more closely at a third business, I will likely find even more profiles in this network who just didn't review the Lace Wig store or Freitas Contracting. With only 2 spreadsheets, I found over 150 Google profiles used by this network to provide fake reviews. And on these 2 spreadsheets alone, there are nearly 1,200 Google reviews. If I can find this fraud, don't you think the all-knowing Google can as well? Yet they do little unless prodded. And when they do, they don't tell consumers anything about the businesses who are faking. Furthermore, our regulators are asleep at the wheel while millions of consumers are being deceived. And thousands of honest businesses are being harmed by unfair competition. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission and the Canadian Competition Bureau should be working together to take down these fake review networks and hold tech companies like Google responsible for their complicity.